Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, hi. I think the energy's left over from last night's Friendsgiving. Sounds like it was a great time. Oh, welcome, welcome. It's nice to see the sun and all your shining faces. Good morning, good morning. Well, I'm Courtney Fuchs. I'm Vice President of the Unity Council here. And I just am so glad everybody's here today. Do we have anybody who is here for the first time or maybe back after a very long time? Just making sure you get recognized and get a welcome packet. Did everybody who is new-ish get a welcome packet? Gail is over here in case you want a welcome. Okay, here we go. She got brave. Gail, do you see the lady right here next to Renee? Yeah, right there. Thank you. And feel free to find Gail after the service and ask any questions if you need any clarification on anything. We also welcome all the people that are online with us. We actually have quite the group that watch us online, probably about the same number as you're seeing right here. So we welcome you and know that you're part of our community as well. Today our speaker is Reverend Jim. Yay, we always love that. And I just learned that I've been saying his name wrong, so I'm going to say Jim Yeaw. That's how you say it. I've been saying it wrong. And our reader is Mike Hawes. Actually, he'll be sharing on his thoughts on unity because we're still celebrating our 50th. We have a couple more months till we round the calendar and turn into 51. So he's going to be sharing his thoughts. Elise Wonder is going to be our wonderful musician today. Yahoo is right. And next week, just a little preview, Ann Hudgens and Megara Kastner will be speaking on compassionate communication. Are you ready for the holidays? I love that twist on it. I mean, Ram Dass used to say, you think you're enlightened? Spend a week with your family, right? So that's going to be a great talk. Also, they were planning to have a workshop after the service, and they're not going to be doing that, so that's not on the schedule anymore. Youth and Family Program, sorry, I should have said, and they're going to reschedule it, sorry. It will be eventually, they will have the workshop on compassionate communication, but just not this next Sunday. Youth and Family Program is focusing on love in the month of November, and they're continuing their studies of the 12 Powers by Charles Fillmore. And the prayer chaplain today is Megan. There she is with her hand up in the back. And Megan will be down the hall in the Myrtle Room to pray with you if you have anything on your heart, whether it's a celebration or something that's challenging you. Okay, let me ask everybody up, and then I'll finish up.
I just wanted to thank so many people that helped last night. People came on Friday and set up. Doug and Kamina and Barbara and Jim, and it was just amazing to have everything all set up, and then all the wonderful food everybody brought, and I think we got to know each other a little bit better. We had some coordination last night. We had some dancers up here that just that I just told. I told somebody, it's like, is it? Isn't it nice that we can coordinate things here? So, and then, with somebody, it works. But everybody worked together. We're a team. We're a community, and I think we really had a friends' Thanksgiving, and I'm really grateful. And this Friday night is a movie. It's Toy. It's not Toy Story. It's Toy. And it's a Robin Williams movie, and I've never seen it before, so you may not have either. It's not real common, so come Friday night if you like. Thanks. 7 o'clock.
Nicely done, Bill. I just wanted to announce that after service today, we're going to have Love in Action in the Friendship Room, and we're going to love.
So, continuing the love, I want to invite you all to a meditation, peace meditation on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, here in the Roomy Room, 7 o'clock. And you know the song we sing that peace begins with me? And sometimes it's like, how do we do that? So one way is meditation. So I hope you'll join us and participate. And also afterwards, it's followed by a energy healing if you feel you want to stay and participate in that. And it's called pranic healing. And if you have questions, I'll be here after the service. Thanks.
Next Saturday at 10 o'clock, we will be having a workshop on affirmative prayer. How do people in unity pray different from other spiritual paths? And then after lunch, and lunch will be brought for you, we will do chaplain training. I know that 80 of you have a chaplain. And if you have a chaplain, I invite you to consider how that's touched you and move into the space of, I'll at least come and learn about the prayer. And then I'll see what happens. Being a chaplain forces you to get out of your comfort zone and learn how to pray with people. And the gift of it is, wherever you are, whatever time it is, if somebody is in a sad, hurting place, you have learned to say to them, would you like me to pray with you? And you pray affirmative with them. So next Saturday at 10 o'clock, a clipboard will be coming around because in order to know how many of you are coming for lunch, we need to have you sign up. If you miss the clipboard, my phone number is on the back of the bulletin. Just send me a message or give me a call. Blessings.
Hey, good morning. I'm here to do a little trash talk this morning. Okay. Hey, Julie has marked our waste receptacles to green, recycle, because after some events, some things have ended up in the wrong bin. So Julie has to go by and remove that and put it in the correct one. So if you just be mindful of the signs and put the stuff in the right receptacle, it would be great appreciated. Thank you.
Good morning, Unity. I'm here to thank everyone who has contributed to the food drive. We have one more week that we will be gathering foods and supply in the foyer, and keep it coming. Thank you.
I didn't have authorization in advance, but I'm Doug Strachan, and I'm glad to be back in Fort Collins amongst my Unity significant others. I'd like to offer anybody who's having senior moments from time to time a free seminar, ongoing if you like. I'm a memory and brain fitness coach, and I have the presumption to say an awakening coach, because it's the only game in town, awaken, ... ing. So anyone interested in improving memory, we can empower you with creative multisensory mnemonics to register, retain, and retrieve any detail in your life and business. It's the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Duh. Registration, retention, and remembering. Thank you very much. Just approach me if you like. Thank you. Unity is the truth.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So also we have begun setting up the back of the roomy room for quiet time, silent time. It's just, you go in and out as you like, just quietly. We have some music playing and a candle back there. So if you just need some centering time before the service, we have it set up from about 9 to 9:30, only because around 9:30 it gets pretty loud in here. So even back there, it would probably not be a very serene space. So, but you're welcome to sit back there anytime, but we do have it set up for quiet meditation every Sunday morning now. And last one, we are looking for someone interested in organizing meal trains and other support for community members in need. So if you feel like that's something that you can help out with when people have something come up for them, just see Julie and she'll get you started on how to get that organized. Okay, let's everybody settle into our seats, take a deep breath, drop into our hearts, and we say our unity prayer together. Our unity centers us in light and peace, allowing us to recognize our God within and to radiate that love to the world.
Good morning, everybody. I don't know if you were prepared for some morning aerobics here, but I'd like to invite everybody to get on up. We're going to grease our joints up. You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, you put your right hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Left hand, you put the left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Right foot, you put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Left hand, you put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. And I just love the booty. You put your booty in, you put your booty out, put your booty in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Bum, bum. One more time. Whole self, put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, put your whole self in, and you shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. One more time. That's what it's all about. Hallelujah. Yes.
Well, I'm warmed up. Good morning. Got just a short quote from Marianne Williamson, and I bet you a bunch of you have heard this before. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. So that resonates really strongly with me with principle number 2. And also, I don't know if you have the same feeling about it. It is very, very inspirational. But there's that end that's like, okay, what you going to do about it? There's that challenge in there. Okay, what's that all about? And so how is that for me over the last 30 years as Kimber and I have been here? How does that resonate with my experience here at Unity? She led us through those doors in our late 30s. We had a toddler, preschooler, and an early elementary child at the time. And yeah, I wasn't very far along my spiritual journey at that time. But looking back on those years, I think of unity, the metaphor I have is out in the backyard here at the sandbox. It's a place to explore, to learn, to have successes, to have mistakes, but to be loved and supported during that time. And I've used unity a lot during my years here as a sandbox for me to gain some confidence and start to think about this challenge of trying to express the best me that I can and focus on that. And there's been just a number of things. I go way, way, way back when we were doing retreats every year, and that's when Gerald first asked me, and he said, yeah, can you lead this cooperative game during that retreat? And I said, oh, okay, well, I've never done anything like that, and maybe I'll give it a go. And I did, and that kind of grew into, well, I put on a talent show a couple of years later on that, and that has moved into some talent shows here that we've done. I've done a car rally or multiple car rallies, which have been a lot of fun. I actually even went to a YOU rally. Our kids moved into high school, and there was a YOU group here. And I spent a whole weekend in Kansas with five or, at that time, maybe 300 teenagers. So that was a challenge for me back at that time. We've had some pop-up men's choirs. And actually one of them is just an incredible one by Bobby McFerrin. The 23rd Psalm. He wrote it for his mother, and there was a group of us that sang that a cappella on Mother's Day. It was really cool. Let's see what else we have. Men's group. If you've heard me talk before, I've been in a men's group, a Unity's men's group for 20 years. It's just been incredible. La Bendición. Next month is our 10-year anniversary. I've been there 8 times. This is a small Mayan village down in Guatemala that I visited. That was quite stretching because I didn't know Spanish at the time, and I'm still working on that Spanish, trying to get that better. So Unity really provided just this safe, loving, nurturing, supportive environment to stretch, to try things that I hadn't tried or reconnect with things that I had done before. And that actually spilled out outside of Unity. So I've been doing some things outside of Unity. I took Unity's principles into corporate America. I was in corporate America for 40 years, and they worked really, really well for me. Probably a whole different conversation. But there's a lot of things that I just so appreciate about this place. And I still have those thoughts. Not all of them are successes either, too. There's a group of us that have been looking to try to establish a teen group here, and we just haven't gotten traction, and it's probably not the right time, or we're not putting it together quite right. But I am continuing to work on, and as a few others here, are getting a preschool here. We used to have a preschool for a couple of decades, so that is one of the areas that I'm working on, as well as in the future I'm thinking about writing a children's book. So take advantage of what you have here. This is a loving and supporting community, and it's amazing what you're going to be able to express in yourself and what kind of a snowball that might build on you. Yes, Doc?
Mike, how about Marianne Williamson for president?
Right, she was thinking about that, I think, wasn't she? Thank you.
I'd like to invite the choir up here, or anybody who feels like they have a strong whistle. Just, yeah, you don't even have to get up here, but can I have a show of hands who's a strong whistler in this audience? There we go. Okay. Ooh. Here's a little song I wrote. You want to sing it, not for naught. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life you have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Ooh, yeah. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry. Be happy. Yeah. The landlord said your rent is late, and he may have to litigate. Don't worry. Be happy. Be happy. Don't you look at me. I'm happy. I said. Yeah. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no guy to make you smile. Don't worry. Be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown, and I will bring everybody down. No, don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy now. Yeah. Don't worry, everybody now. Say ooh. Thanks for being silly with me this morning, everyone.
Wow, one of the choir members said, now try to follow that. Try to follow that. Well, good morning. Good morning, Unity community. I've been speaking recently on what is unity. What is unity? Love? A community? Okay. It's one. I see I have to repeat that message again. What's the slogan on our sign out by the street? Not that one. There's another one. It says, a positive path to spiritual living. The unity movement has been long a philosophical movement. We are very much into our forefathers, those that brought us our message and those that influenced our teachings. And for instance, there's the Transcendentalist movement. You know, Emerson, Thoreau, those New England poets and writers, they've influenced us. We have been influenced by spiritual teachers of various persuasions. One is Jesus the Christ, Buddha, others. So those of you that have been with us some periods of time have heard a variety of messages being discussed and shared from this pulpit. The spiritual journey, according to Unity, is not about awakening out of many conclusions and beliefs, including those created by your most cherished moments where you thought you had an answer. We in Unity put aside many of the insights, practices, and courses of study by allowing our heart to lead the way. I'm going to give you a slide here. I see our monitors off. One of the early prophets out of the Jewish tradition prophesied this. This is the covenant I will make with the people, declares the Lord. I will put my law on their hearts and write it on their hearts. I will be their God and they will be my people. So many times we have looked to ancient scriptures for our inspiration, for our faith traditions. But here, centuries ago, Jeremiah said, I'll put it on your heart. And so I believe that that is what is happening, what's happening today, what's happening in this century. It's written on our hearts. In fact, Jesus reflected on this. He said, it is written, but I say, many times in the gospel, he shares truths that are from his sayings rather than what has been written in sacred scripture. Let's talk about, for a moment, the ego or the personality. We in Unity regard the personality as an individuated expression of eternal light, of God, created in the uniqueness of our divinity and as we express in a human form. Personality, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the prescription for an inflamed personality. But we all have personalities. And it's not the objective of Unity to have us leave our personality or our ego behind. That might surprise you. In Unity, we believe we all have personalities. And it's a God-given personality. It's part of our soul. And when we consider that, those that have passed beyond the veil, those that have gone beyond and where we've communicated with them, we recognize that personality. That personality is part of us. We've always had that personality and will continue to have it. By understanding that personality is an aspect of the soul, it liberates us from being ashamed of our traits and our characteristics. No matter how far we travel in our spiritual journey, our unique qualities are not left behind. You are not here to achieve a state in which you do not have a unique personality, because not having one would effectively deny the very uniqueness that you bring to the world. Everyone has a unique personality, which carries a one-of-a-kind presence. No one else in history can deliver that gift to the planet. There is a beauty in your being that you're bringing to everyone on this planet. The title of my talk today is The Inflamed Personality, and the prescription for the inflamed personality. So the ego at times can express as an inflamed personality. We're not always passive. We clash, we resist each other, we argue with each other. But even as spiritual beings, we have that inflamed personality that arises from time to time. Typically, the word inflamed is associated with the different ways that our bodies react to our environment. It can include reactions to certain types of food in which allergens are present, and inflammation is a toxic response. For instance, when you see someone that is angry, they are having an allergic reaction, an allergy towards that which each one of us have come here to resolve. It is when the ego or the personality within you or within anyone else exists in an exaggerated or inflamed state. When you see the ego as an inflammation of the personality, you notice that you, any one of us, can be puffed up. Whether puffed up in righteousness, defensive postures, or in response to an injustice. An inflamed personality creates an exaggerated view of life. When living in an allergic reaction, an exaggerated level of consciousness causes us to oscillate between spiritual highs and emotional lows. This can create suffering until we cultivate love as a form of energy medicine to return our personality to its healthy, non-inflamed form. Now, in looking at the subject of personality and inflammation and ego, I have come up with what I believe to be 4 different types of inflammation. The first one, righteous inflammation. I'm going to use my notes here to describe this. It is characterized by an ego that feeds on needing to always be right and perceiving others as wrong. Even in the presence of one who is saying something totally correct, the ego that is righteously inflamed must make another point to be even more right.
I am not in denial.
This type of ego lives to have an upper hand and a final word, even if both parties agree on the topic at hand. The theme of righteous inflammation is, I'm always right. Another aspect of the righteous ego is skepticism. This occurs when an ego is convinced the way it sees the world is the way everyone else should see the world. To subconsciously keep the inflammation of righteousness alive and active, a person stays skeptical about anything other than their own specific point of view. The second type of inflammation, victimized inflammation. This is a kind of inflammation which the ego believes is always a victim of circumstances. From this perception, even when life seems to be going right, something always happens to turn it upside down. A victimized ego holds very tightly to its opinions as a reason their life is in chaos. This type of inflammation is commonly fed by superstitious beliefs. Oftentimes, the more spiritual a superstition happens to be, the more it inflames the ego. Whether we have a belief in God as a person, a presence of a being called Satan, pitting good against evil, a victimized ego is guaranteed to be hurt or heartbroken by the way others respond to it. even if others do not respond at all. A victimized ego uses such feedback to feel invisible or inferior to the world around it. A victimized ego cannot grasp that everything is there to help it transform. Let's go on to the third one. The theme of the righteous inflammation is I'm always right. The theme of the victimized ego is life isn't fair. So the third one is entitled inflammation. It occurs when a person believes there's a right to have whatever they want, exactly when they want it, even at the expense and the detriment of others. Of course, there's nothing inherently wrong or problematic in believing that you're worthy of receiving all that you want, since worthiness is an aspect of the highest truth. However, when the personality becomes inflamed, an innate sense of worthiness becomes exaggerated. In entitled inflammation, the ego tends to believe that everyone must fulfill their every whim and demand with little or no regard to the well-being of others. As you can imagine, the theme of a victimized, entitled ego is, what about me? Even when served by others, there's never an end to the requests and demands of the ego that believes it controls everything about life. Fourth type. It's only four. The fourth type of inflammation is called needy inflammation. In this type of ego, no matter how much attention is received from others, it never feels like enough. Despite how intentionally someone listens, there is always a lingering sense of being invisible, unrecognized, undervalued, or unheard. In needy information, it's easy to feel misunderstood. No matter how much time, interest, and attention received from others, it only makes this type of ego hungry for more. Whether active in you or someone you know, needy inflammation can be quite draining for those that held in its grasp. Needy inflammation brings to life the true meaning of the term energy vampire. When informed in this way, no matter how much reassurance we get from others, there's always a fear of being abandoned, left out, or losing everything. As a result, the theme of the needy inflammation is, it's never enough. Well, despite how people may act when in the inflamed ego, your personality can be triggered into various states of inflammation. We all have it, once in a while. Once in a while it arises, but there's a prescription. There's a prescription for all of this. Let's look at that. No matter how many times a day your personality is inflamed, or how often your actions and words are motivated by ego, the aim isn't to judge yourself when you become triggered. Instead, you're cultivating an awareness of your insistence or temper or rigidity, originality, or your demands. They are all only invitations to look inside and love yourself more. What if opening your heart during the heat of a moment allowed challenges to become exciting rather than daunting? What about calling on your highest qualities of your highest self for the well-being of all? It's essential for all of us to become the source of our own wisdom. No matter how consistently you're operating from ego, all moments invite us to realize I'm not here to ridicule myself or judge anyone else's behavior. I am here, we all are here to encourage, to uplift, and to walk side by side with others on our way home. So, you may recognize some of these inflammations that arise occasionally. I do. And it's okay. They're there to help us learn to understand ourselves, to look at ourselves, to look at those conditions in our life, and to practice. Living and encouraging ourselves. So I'd like to encourage you with a healing mantra. And here's one that you might consider. It is here as an experience. I will learn from it. It's here as an experience. I will learn from it. So what I'd like to do, it's a mantra. So I'd like to have you participate with me. I'm going to give you a sentence. And I'm going to ask you to respond with our mantra. It is here as an experience. Good. That's what's the practice. So, whenever righteousness arises, when victimhood is apparent, when entitlement arises, when neediness remains, when the finger of blame points in any direction and is turned on myself, even when I'm feeling guilty or ashamed or hopeless or withdrawn or uninspired or apathetic or judgmental or cruel or heartless or insecure or spiteful or dishonest or callous or pessimistic or passive-aggressive or even sarcastic, even all of that. Good. Good.
Well, thank you for that experience, Jim. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers, Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and all that God is everywhere, and every thought's indeed a prayer.
So as we enter this time of meditation, I invite you to feel comfortable in your seat. Maybe put your feet flat on the floor and gently close your eyes in this sacred time together. Yes, we are walking each other home. In the process, we are in this great earth school. Each and everything that arises is there for our good. Even though it might be painful this time, it's there. It's there as a learning experience. And so as we breathe into this moment, I'd invite you, whenever a feeling of righteousness arises, let's remember that all of us are walking our way home. Whenever we feel like a victim, let us remember that each and every situation is there for our good. It's there for us to learn. And may we not delve into the ego sense of entitlement. And we are blessed. We are blessed. May we share each and every good thing that we have been blessed with those around us. So in the silence of this moment, we ask, in what ways has my ego become inflamed? In what ways is it not healthy? In what ways is it crying out for more? So we carry these thoughts with us outside these doors into our daily lives, into our daily experience. I am here to learn from it, learn from all of it. And I bless each and every circumstance that arises in my life. So may it be. Amen.
May the blessings of God rest upon me. May God's peace abide in me. May God's presence illuminate my heart now and forevermore. May the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide in you. May God's presence illuminate your heart now and forevermore. May the blessings of God rest upon us. May God's peace abide in us. May God's presence illuminate our hearts now and forevermore. Now and forevermore.
And now it's time for our time in our service where we have our morning offering. I'd like you to take that offering and hold it gently and bless it as we bless it with the words on our screen. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
I believe in open doors. I've taken off the screen. I'm ready to let the world come inside and touch my life. I will no longer be defined by what someone else believes that I am. And now that I have dropped the weight, I am light as a feather. It's time to elevate. Sober rise, lift your eyes, spread your wings, and prepare to fly. This is the moment of your life. Go ahead and fly. I believe in open doors. I'm outside of the box. What did not demolish me simply polished me. Now the clearer I can see, I know where I want to go. I am living in the flow. And now that I have dropped the weight, I am light as a feather. It's time to elevate. So lift your eyes, spread your wings, and prepare to fly. This is the moment of your life. Go ahead and fly. Sober or rise, lift your eyes, spread your wings, and prepare to fly. This is the moment of your life. Go ahead and fly. I believe in open doors.
Yes, aren't we blessed with the music of Elise Wonder? Thank you. Shall we do this little light? Yeah. Okay.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said, this little light of mine, I said, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said, here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh yeah, here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Just one more. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Go. Go. Let's see what's going on here, Nancy. There may be, that helps.
Now I hear it. Okay. We're still working on our unit of love. And today we talked about synonyms for love and how they describe our character of ourselves. And we played a fun game. Gabe, you want to play with the game for a second?
Okay.
What's the game called?
It's called What If in a Jar. So, pretty soon, I'm going to ask for a volunteer. Then I'll ask them a question and ask what they would do in that scenario.
And then what are we going to do?
And then we are going to show a barometer of what we think is, whether or not we think it's loving or not loving.
Okay, someone from this side over here. Come on. Come on. There you
Yes.
go. Come on.
What do you want me to do? Please come,
on
here.
up.
Okay, Gabe, read the question.
The question is, your sister calls and asks you to take out the garbage for her because she's going to get home late. You say yes, but then forget. When she gets home, she's in trouble for skipping her chores. What do you do?
Should I give him the honest answer?
Yes.
I tell my mom the truth, that I was supposed to do it. What's my barometer? Come on. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Owen. Woohoo. Am I done or?
Yeah. You're done. Okay. Spirituality can be fun, right? So, that's us. That's Unity of Fort Collins. So as we close our service, let's go ahead and circle up and we have the prayer protection and the peace song. Thank you for being here. Thank you. It was. Okay. Thank you. Okay. This is a community that loves to share and talk and laugh and listen to good music from Elise Wonder. So let's share together in the prayer protection and the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yes, there is peace.